So you've got 3D Experience installed. You've uploaded your data to the cloud, and now you're thinking, what is the most efficient way to open my files? I'm the kind of person that needs to know how something works before I customize it. So let's dig into all the options. Question 1, the pure basics. How do I open a file? Let's stick to the browser and avoid any talk of specific apps. Opening a file requires searching for a file. It should feel a little bit like Google. All files that are related to what I searched have shown up in this list. Opening a file can be a drag and drop into a different app, or click on this arrow, allowing me to choose which app I'd open the file in. This leads me to question 2, but what specifically is searchable? Let's take a look at a file I just generated. They have a part name that is a series of numbers, it has a description, and a handful of auto-generated properties. First, I can search by the entire part name, and this appears. I can search by the first 3 characters, and it still appears, a little bit more to the right. I can search by 2 or 1 character, and while it does search, it's not useful information. So I'd recommend 3 characters at minimum, and usefully, that can be any 3 characters in the title. The same rules apply when searching for the description. What I hope you're noticing is anything in this informational box is searchable. What you may also be noticing is I'm making use of these icons in the top right. The eye, as you saw, shows the properties of the file. The far right arrow has multiple options. In settings, I've opted to turn on tabs, which is why you're seeing search tabs and the ability to add new tabs while I'm searching. Fantastic, but question 3, what if we don't remember anything specific about this part? Can I search by those auto-generated properties? The short answer is yes. The long answer is, let's take a closer look at sorting and tags and how they can be useful to you. First, let's pull up a list of all of my content on the platform. Here it is in all of its glory, unfiltered, dense, and by default, sorted by relevancy. How do I know it's sorted by relevancy? On the right-hand side, this icon is a drop-down full of sorting options, like most recently modified, alphabetical file names, or date created. While sorting will come in useful, filtering for the file I particularly want is far more common. When searching, this tag helps us to see a series of tags, or filters, that have attached to many of those auto-generated properties. One of those properties was when the part file was created. I may not remember the name or description, but if I can remember an approximate timeline, then I can filter by date. Similarly, we can filter by other useful options like revision status. As a simulation user, I commonly need to open simulation files and not the CAD geometry. Using these type filters, I can sort by the simulation file type, leaving me with only the files I need to then open and solve. Now, the easiest way to find past files is to build a folder structure using bookmarks. To learn how to create bookmarks, please watch our video on the topic, linked in the description and available on our 3D Experience Tutorials YouTube page. Okay, now that you've seen a few tags, let's amp up the efficiency even more. Many of these type options that had tags can be used while searching. The keywords required are listed in a long table. A few common ones that are useful to memorize are sim, which produces the same list of simulation files that I just produced. PRD for physical products works the same, and 3D shape. You'll see that as I'm typing these in, I'm getting a list of possible keywords. These keywords, tags, and sorting functionality, if any of these clicks are repetitive for you, you can save your work. With this drop-down arrow, favorite search saves what I've done. all of my saved searches can then be accessed from the drop-down next to the search bar. Just select favorite searches and get a list of all of your saved types. Refresh, as you just saw, is a way to rerun any search. The arrow and run is how you activate a favorite search. Now, to make sure we cover everything, let's take a look at Advanced Search. Advanced Search allows us to search by the same common filters, but it provides separate search boxes for each. For example, I know that the word block was in my description, so I can go to the specific box for searching descriptions and type that in. The available valid descriptions show up immediately. I can choose to pick from that list or just go with the generic option. Now, any of these searches I've done, whether I typed something in, pulled up my list of favorite searches, or I'm using Advanced Search, can also be saved and docked to my dashboard using Pin. Remember Refresh from just a minute ago? Take advantage of that tool to keep your common searches always up to date. It's just another way to stay efficient on the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. Having learned all of these options for searching, what are some valid takeaways we can begin applying in our day-to-day use with the platform? First, create detailed descriptions or part names. The more detailed, the more easily found when searching. Pay attention to the type of file used in your application and use them for quick sorts. For example, physics simulation or sim for simulation files. Use keywords, sorting, and tags, and save common searches to favorites or pin them to your dashboard. And finally, create and apply bookmarks to files to create folder structures for file storage. I hope this video has helped you dig into searching on the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. If you have any questions, reach out to us at GoEngineer. Thanks for watching.